and I feel so yes social studies, and I feel so yeah religious and moral education, and also 7, 8, and 9 combined. About PM nursery for the whole, and also literacy for your nursery 1 and 2, numeracy for nursery 1 and 2, more my early writing for nursery 1 and 2. KG product so hot, and I face no Sebium Kaya, Yankasa Yakan, Kasa, Mose, Kuapim, dear, Sam Fantin, Dagmani, say yeah, away. Ubenya be about your best your brain publication. And in internet from no Mundin come on. Our number is 050 7200 200 050 7200 200. Now no Mundin come on. And I'll say yes 050 4200 300 050 4200 300. And I'll say yes 0241 520 946 0241 520 946. Now we need a best brain publication for ending come on. 44 minutes past our of a 7 meeting at the Mansan Stone for Kojo Preko Dankwah. But I say sort of video now to a 92.9 FM, and I face on a Kessben TV, so on DSTV channel 364, and then on Go TV a channel 121. Meeting at the Mansan Stone for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Call a online at www.kessbenonline.com. Once I became and then on Facebook. Kessben 92.9 FM Accra. Kessben 92.9 FM Accra. Once I became one like page, comment and face share, mammy. May be beer or honum amount. Kessben, yes, also, Mitchell will be a what the near was circle. Yeah, near a Telisa office in was circle, traffic line, Nancy Honoman adjacent. Yada, no, your friend Aseda Twin Towers, glass on blue and yellow building, 4th floor, a honum and your wall. Young corner for any doctor ND and commodani day any doctor didn't come on FIA health home into a health segment a yate and what Kessben matches or Danny day in a Monday to Friday, a doctor Esiama from C4C Liver Specialist Hospital and a day a bray. And then, our human so you come on now for your head call and a dear Benya. Doc, been watching more Kwaba about Kessben 92.9 FM. So, and I feel so, yeah, Kessben TV. So, Mijidi say, Uda ye Bibian so, a bokode.
Obadia Daruma, Minia, Mehoya, with us, Mijidi also a pulmonary dimpa. Oh,
Mehoya pa, Radia don't bibia, a kama pa. Nice.
That's it.
Yaswa no pay die na apomodire hu komodie ana ye enti aba na see die fa ye to aso wo she bibia se eye adwoada e be sesem na me no ka se na Thursday ene den na wo ma etiefo wadama
yo ba me da wase na no pay so na of course my fa big platform with the kasi so HI loyal listeners in ada ma se adanyankopon so asese wa ma yehu ende. Now, yes, now what we started in common about the rise of chronic cases into say PK one after the other, and you started with insulin resistance, complications of diabetes, how our body here sugar na sebedose, how it made by damages it made say any intino, adrenal, akumano, and any pedia quani na and there ever see a the aspect of the cardiovascular system. The force you see say you can cardiovascular no you can the how akumano your blood vessels no any moja no eti edi efusane woni pedianimo na ehu hia ye pa enti say oba efefu kra within the first 3 weeks no na sebi akola na oda ye fun mu na kuma afọ mu podada nti kai sa akomano kra form ansa na oba ne humpo se oninsen nti it tells you that a very important organ and na it keep you life because life comes from blood and kai say blood no so containing glucose nutrients how do I feed tissues no ni muscles ni na nti sa akomano ntimi spread and pump moja ni ya na chese di how eba nti akomano hu hia pa nti ya na yare bebre ta akomano. Yeah, Tibebresi what you have no hypertension. And there's a tension be a force and a hypergena high. Until force now commanded a pumping muja be circulated through the body, I was through bebre. And when I say So measure a teacher on Sana measure 140 over 90, 150 over 100 anymore. Now a treasure wakomano a ye juma brosodo. And on very common. And so the area time the home comobe brain and they see a fatty hypotension. There can hypotension and hyponatrese pressure no will low. Nti say akomano so the pressure na pumping moja no but this time around no pressure na akomano the pumping moja no e wo form dodo nti instead of say be a normal temperature a normal pressure be rise to around 120 over 80 millimeters per mercury no to me e ba form bebre to the extent say about 90 over 60 e be kra 80 over 40 ne dey account which is a medical emergency na dey actually say akomano intimi pompi mojani ye the muscles of the heart intimi constricted and pompi mojani ye ma circulate throughout the body ebasa etimi de how bebre betuni pediano so yidi kan ka say moja kitenuani ahoden a wose feedi ni pedi akwa ni nyina enti say akomana oye the transporter sutu on pompi mojano so itimi pushi mojani ye dia na say how ebebanti pembebre no eya na enukura na ehu my doctors be breed and hypertension. It's hypertension the attack as a silent killer in permanent here winning them. Then so hypertension or the air done a dinner say when you start chewing. Usanya the FN lightheadedness as a bit of mild headache be na the air banner say so what's nothing na usoy preocupe. Ubu say unya the FN orthostatic hypertension. Na unya sa dizziness no onaya wotena ase no onaya no aye pool of blood moja no bebre akọ onaya no very careful yet na se che na ye pija ye mu ade bia me catch every client and say oh sorry a what that sorry mpa make sure say obetena wo mpa na no kakra okay there some few seconds 5 seconds 10 seconds and san we pija wo mu so oh sorry to prum sa na utumi any problem with that. If this was now a phone, utumi blindness in vision. When you see a lot of problems with wandering, confusion. It be quite fainty because of akumani to me pompi mujani and konipediano. And your how a cause problem the brain to mess up. So you'll be any of this problem. And now so show we need to circulation is a problem. Abribia we are anemic omoja kofoma to an amount and sana hypertension it in cause what we call hypotensive shocker. Na me the young kwache or china your bedroom was to further. May I heard the bit in the echo to chiba, ya young way juma. How are it made the banipediano?
And when here ye pa and no abanasane the nurse. Nema boss today yebeba ASC for Siana.
Yes, Pacho, your liver is very important when it comes to hypertension. It's say medically or be a friend of renin or aldosterone angiotensin system. It didn't so, but the thing in say your liver no be bombardier produce the friend angiotensinogen. Now converting into angiotensin 1, angiotensin 2 technically, but I don't know what see a pressure no buffer be a kidney no na kidney no start to produce renin na ma enchine kakra gina ni pediano senior kai say baby a enchine ko bia so insuo ko ho nti e basa na wo volume of moja no so akosoro kakra na wetini enya good circulation of blood nti ye kenya obrebo na eboa ma circulation of blood no kosoro nti for see kan fo akira say baby a wo bia no ko ye branch bia e brown Cape Coast Green Hill opposite Addison Square Garden aguna out of Benso branch of Kumasi wa Juso Kwamo Jati Junction Accra so the wa Denta SDA Junction treatment plan send a diet canon a holistic baseline investigation nutritional advice or exercise so ka ho ni no epkabomwa wa promode no be sorry na kai say e draw was so de abadwa so no say woni bi wo fie de na wo ya ka tiri e draw a friend liver to na e be Kenya obrebo e ma ne functions ahodo a yedidi di ho nkomo de e be di ho nkomo mo no etinya ye ni ye e ma woni pedia no so etinya na ho ade panti mesro fa number na frɛ na place order 050 0040 free delivery no guswa erane 05000403331 and also 05000403228 international number no see +316 879-855-84. Kai, so better boy your own quant to be shanning with Livoton. Na Kai said, that you don't need your treatment plans, lady. Tina Brivia Casa, once treated, forever treated. Yeah, I don't pay so.
Yes, so yeah, that's ye pa. Yeah, Doctor Siamane D and common from C4C Liver Specialist Hospital. Yeah, health segment in everybody any day. You know, 53 minutes past are over here. 7 a.m. I will Kessben 92.9 FM. Maybe in Komobi Bras Sana. No, so quick one here. Okay, say Ura Minister for Interior Ramutaka Eco Parliament. The Assurance Committee etnase na omu edudu nsemu na emuno and na 1003 of sebi omu menya HIV AIDS HIV nye 8 and kasa HIV you have to be specific and after some more dealing and as omu fa ndrobone bi no ekodedi ewo honom sa so and okaya yene Ura Francis Poku from Nakok etna hiding komo eka kiro say yachi ndrobone bi ewo Australia nemu komo no de akopie mu ne say Honorable Minister ako the Assurance Committee ako din komo achire yen say apparently say na ndroboni ya yachi wo Australia one of the biggest ayache yakochi wo Australia no say na top government officials bi so ehihase yenim omudin yenim de akwa piem ba wenya kanu nko ade ye de ni ebedi achi yenhwe minister na afesu yentie Honorable Mutaka on 92.9 FM and someone or the two dra Ndroboni ya chi wo Australia no na fe yambra back here.
Additionally, one of the things that we tried to do to help students, to scare students, was to say that, look, now we are developing a policy to cabinet, and if we get cabinet approval, what it means is that you can no longer join any public service unless you do mental and drug tests. And if the drug test proves positive, then you are out. And we started that with the current recruitment exercise that we are doing. And to shock you to know that over 6,000 people have got disqualified only because they were on drugs or had mental issues. So we are starting, and then we believe that when students realize that this could be a huge impediment to me getting into employment and going into the public service, it will help people to scare people to stay away. So yes, it's a combination of factors. We are not only using enforcement. In the case of the students, we are using more. Set up drug awareness club in schools, and we support them a lot with our drug education unit from the Narcotics Control Commission. So a combination of factors that we are doing, but our biggest effort is to get the source.
Okay, 56 minutes past the hour of 7, sorry. Uramutaka and Amotene, especially on the student drugs. Remember, what happens with the government officials Omoko Australia, the no made this idea no and Komo Yepa. But as I'm a Mascon State Ghana Limited funding Komo the Green City, Young Korean Compensa, Sini Bine and Tona Wona Sebio was Kotono, a new airport city. A Ben Central University. Na sanso Eben Saglema affordable housing project yesia. A friend of Saglema City. Na baby I wanted the except say woso no okoje asase here. Now basically no here residential area. Ananya residential area pa. Okay.
Na se wosi udania. Chese utira yeye.
Papa.
Every say de di kan no. E ho no nsase no ensuo ntata ho. Ade ba ko ama mani je ewo Chopoli ho no ene se ho no. Ensuo ntata wo jona se ensuo to sisie ya. At once by force, immediate and immediately said ye. Also pani bi okuma se eka ye no. Ensuo ni na bememem. Na ekwanso anye se ekwa akotata ba bi na be wiase no. Asa aka no ho be ha da bi. Straight away eko. Wonti Imas Connected Ghana Limited die. Ya to yabu ase ane ya gine yani aye nhwemu. Ehun se Chopoli nsase no. Se woto a ensuo nyiri mfawo. Se woto a atete ema ofie. Se woto a bola ema ufie afen se woto a asase no enam se engu bipo atifinti no enfama fo ewia na bebo enso na beto wodane emubungu entina kire se greater Accra region yim no yewo baby papa ensase papa wo ya se wa nhunu a oba won twetwede ene odu ska koma company bi no wadi ebe wiase no ensuo to a obenya asem adansidie kase eye de ena no duada bi atwa muko esi wa Ghana ha no wonim sa ebra sa ensase no ya manfa kotasi so da moton no oh ene o ma no ye omudia no wo mo kansam bebre na adasam ba ko mu ni se nipa no wo to nsom asase de amawa wo so ha de wo ha bia hede ni asa de yan so benya asase no wo na aidatie no afele de yan so betu bibi kakam na de afele eno ano no ana wo so mi kan wadwi nyina se oh aha no dia metra beboa me na fine kwasi hene oh ya beto nkrade akeka nsam atisa de akyerew ebe wiase no na akofa asam ede aba ena ni nsuo ya eto ye ya ekum nipa 34 ememu nsia ye hu ba bi o mafa na efa nkofo nioma esanso de bola ni ateche aba nkofo fie no ni nyina ne de atwa kwasi ni se woni o moto nsase e wo sam ya wodo no dodo no wata no wo ma moni anhyeda ana wo sa wo ma moni ani nsase no wachiye enu nti ene nam so ema woni a wo moto ensuo mu asase no ede sa wo hawe abrewo abusia ena no pay Imascon Estate Ghana Limited dia ye kan se ye ne nsase no ye nim dia ye kan ede afa ho ane ye dia ni wei ehu ebinim so ade akire aba behye aba betobi enu nti ane ye betra fidi kase so a ye ka to se ye nsase ne ye papa ye ne ye ntwa ntro emfa nkyerɛw ye na adaw enkasa bia ye peskente no na ye pepere ye ho akwakoton asase boni ede amaw enu nti ane ye ba radio ni TV so a ye kasa de ensase ye bukasa akokoduro so erusia ye sisa duro beje wa eya atrema eduro sabeje wa eya atrema mepa wo chew Imascon Estate Ghana Limited bonanza no aye enu nti ye say ye ensase no eye papa enti di kanfo ni behye na bra betobi no erusie ensase no wa hobia ni ho bomadia bra betobi wate na beboa kade ye nyina ye pene se enkamu asese nsuo yira famu ya makọ ha mu ene mu nso makoton konfo nsase ama langar fo abeti agum so wo mo tete mu ene ade no yesi eye mo bra me nyina ye nkotra Tripoli ye no ewo Greater Accra region ye mu emu obi na Dauda se Tripoli no ye ka no ebia ewo Volta region ana ebia ewo akiri ena me nua ne di kan eka ye no hwe se wudru ya asase no so wani beje evisensase no ensu a wobetra wono ma de bedi djuma ebi wo hodada enkane enso ya wotra wono ma wo de be hwade no ebi wo hono dada ana nsase nso no ya dwi so nyina kama ya ye demarcation aye bibi biada ewo ye nsase so na wo de ya mempasima kasa akọ akiri bra Kessben TV so Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ye nsase na ye ba mu dawuro no arusia ya de ato wono mo bra na be hwe be se de ye nsase no esitie yani ensase no edaso flat te se park so e won mo te se desert so ye ntwa wontro bo madi abra na behwe na betobi na ade abaako ne se ye ensase no apart from se ye dwi so kama ye no eyade a ye di kan de ache wono anua podio nso e wo so na saa anua no ana pani kwanta fa wada ye dwuma kuoyin Imascon Estate Ghana Limited anono wo rob gati wo se woto asase na anua na wo so no wade chew tu nefa na adwi nefa sudan no afensi ebesa chew ensuo ya sa ensuo no de wode hye dane siasa akɔwie no ni nyina eno nso ye be chew de atoso ene se mesi enam ensuo no a eyiri fa amanfo ensase na woto na yapu yekun ya teto eno ntino yese wo de bra ni yemwa enti ensase no one plot no yese yemfa nye 32,000 yemfanyo 30,000 yemfanyo 28,000 nembum ya demon 20,000 Ghana cedis 20,000 Ghana cedis sabu nam di kan bobo aye no promotion saudu ayaya etwem kono nansa na prices na tie nanso we de yese ye pese ho ye hurry na wutimi enya akona etimi to asase ne bia nunti an yese one plot no bra na be fa no 20,000 Ghana cedis afenso bu on mo se me de mahumbuane enso one plot ya no 20,000 cedis de no nemom ebeso half plot mo sa fonso ya dwene mo ho enu nti yesem nso yensas and half plot no ye de ma 10,000 Ghana cedis 10,000 Ghana cedis abusia enu nso ye promotions bi ayaya etwem kono na bi ye 16,000 cedis na bi aye 14,000 cedis na bi aye 12,000 enso ya dwene ho nti yes ye de about 10,000 Ghana cedis minia enko ba bia ye de behwe utrim enko ba bia nsase no asem wo ho enko ba bia ye register ye enko ba bia ye nye title ento asase ne so ye de wo ya mekan ni nyina ya to ye boase aye ni nyina kama won katasem aye genuine ye wo sade be ya woto asase na wo mere anempa wunya asem bia da e wa akiri na nanom yimfa omodi nsase ne maye no ye di kan ye de wo se ye nyina de mo mawie enti sa woto ya asase a wunya wo ha bia da wo yam enhyehew wo da obeda abusia de atie ne se imascon yaba e de amount your numbers no enie eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 your numbers me nsa na imas konfo ye didi adwuma ton ye nsase papa enu ewo twopoli me si ye nsase no ewo greater carriage mu ewo twopoli ewo tema eni dowenya kwan so me nua se wusim na se wo kwa wo tratama kakra bia dowenya ana ewo wei na adu dowenya won sani fa so ewo no mu ana Central University wo ukwanim kakra bia Sagleme affordable project ya twintin Green City ana Sagleme City no eno nso ewo nsabonkum so na wodi free Sagleme City ana Green City ekwa yenso yensase no eso no watwopolo wonum no eye just 5 minutes drive per 5 minutes drive per na wadru yensase no so mini yansa wugya yensase no so na wutwa wani we wachi a wona abon se Sagleme City ana Green City no eno nso aneguwei enam se kwan wanti yemse de yansesade no ya ne Green City enu ntibra ne beto mfisi yensase no makato se edidayie ni nyina nso egu kwan ho entemi kan ebia obota ne se wo pasase a egu kwan ho na wodi abia wo company bi edi se bia warehouse ebia fitting shop ebia event center ebia restaurant ebia salon anempo school bi na pese obie bab chese wo pe shopping mall kase bi na bia imas conference sas no e available ya egu kwan ho enu ntibra ya tre ya hwem edi amount mesi aye bibia wie dia kan so obeba wo be di kan correct ya sas no ansa na wa che di open o wi a we discover about the to ansa na arusia kwa akwati amount na ya ye we nyina wie no ya say ya pese ya san eboaw na edani sie no e kontentem edimam enu ntemi ebeka imascon yellow card in one some edi atro nansa na no saji ya numbers ni bio eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 afei GI Yamidi Jawno enie wei aye imascon yellow card as chense wakosha asase no awie no ache ba bia wo pe awie na ye ba odi scan aba beto no no na afei ye de card wei amount as chense building material bia da ye de sidan ye de shase akopim de wie no ye ton bi e wo hono ma ne bo no elfo nanso said ye ya waba ye nchen waba beto e de free ye nchen no ye si ebia beto bia ne bo no ye te so 10% 10% edi aka ho na ye de amount said ye be ya wo mere e wa dansem ni o man so woto eni sika e bia wadwen se wo be bre ansa na watuma to bebre da bi ye de no wo beto a ni ate so 10% aka ho e de amabusia Imascon. Bonanza where the from Renny Cock, and then I can a scientific netumi etobi na yɛsɔre sɔkɔyi ɛneɛ yɛ numbers ne GBO na yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 ebusiado peso bisabiada no o fra de aka nyina da ye de beka ho Imascon ensasepa brabetobi onyankopon onhyiram nyina
ye da say any Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ne di enkomo no efa eye omo nsase omo eton ewo eye chopoli ene no mo edi enkomo no 9 minutes past of 8. The studios of Kessben 92.9 FM and I face so Kessben TV. So my mentor asuna for yendi jumedi me catch us and pen for betina say Awal Mohammed, member national communication team of the MPP and I face so spokesperson and MPP transport committee or betina say Awal Mohammed and I face Godwin Mahama Ayaba, who is a public relations officer and Mator, and then I face so government spokesperson of the NDC and also betina say but yes, just way. So the minority yesterday a press conference demanding say the Attorney General over some breaches be a sebisika yede ekwa share flood na face no yede ye nema bebre ama sebi omo issue form no minority for say enyemra kwan so na sebisika no ye sika ne de omo pere so se esese sebio timamufo omo ho akere omo ne de omo saka se sika no na mom no kwan fa so asika no ase ye che ase ye nche ehun komodie deputy minority leader Patricia Apieji honorable ne na powerful ne members of mo minority na mo from mighty minority edin komo efa ho ndra parliament yen share on Kessben TV na visu into 92.9 FM na fe yemra baxis ya.
The minority caucus accordingly calls on the Attorney General and Minister of Justice to resign forthwith. Should he fail to do the honorable thing, we call on the President who swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution to relieve him of office without delay. The minority accordingly demands, first, the Attorney General and the Minister for Finance appear before Parliament without delay to lay before the House the Ganeshe order, the full record of the suit that produced the judgment debt, the letter of 1st July 2026, and every correspondence exchanged among the Attorney General, the Ministry of Finance, the Controller and Accountant General, and the Bank of Ghana concerning the attachment, the directives, and the withdrawal. Second, that the Governor of Bank of Ghana state publicly whether the bank declined to give effect to the Attorney General's directive, from which account the 350 million cedis was in fact released and on whose instruction. Third, the Auditor General immediately conduct a special audit of the flood response disbursement from source to destination and report to Parliament. Fourth, the Attorney General resign or be removed from office. On 29 June 2026, the Minister came before Parliament's Finance Committee seeking approval to withdraw 350 million cedis from the contingency fund. At that moment, one of the two things must have been true. Either the minister knew that the contingency fund was already the subject of Ganeshe proceedings and failed to disclose that material fact to Parliament, or he sought parliamentary approval without knowing that the constitutional fund under his stewardship had become entangled in court proceedings. Neither possibility inspires confidence. Matters become even more troubling if, as the information available to the minority suggests, the funds were ultimately released from an entirely different public account. If the minister authorized or became aware of that alternative arrangement, why did he not return to Parliament for fresh approval? Why did the Minister of Finance subsequently announce that the funds had been released from the contingency fund? Was Parliament misled? Were Ghanaians misled? These are questions that only a full parliamentary inquiry can answer. Let no
40 minutes past hour of the year 8. And you know, the Honorable Deputy Minority Leader Patricia P.J. now 10 and Kano. You better discussions one home and then pen for tenants ye bidding komo ye pa as to how a Sikano etumie fee a confess anymore. And now to say ye be account for Nyakoko is Sikane Fimo. And now to say baby Anesikane Dana ye say a home attachment to know. And Makwambi Nko says Sikani na home komo and then pen for tenants ye bidding na home and komo e wo fear mamene a medima for hospital ND and common for ye ba. That could be ano, you're the best also. Midwife will be able to there.
Nyamia do more than nature, who ye na musu.
Eradia dum kaka Gusua, Doctor Hoye.
Nyamia dum Doctor Hoye.
Ederadia
Yes. Anopay, Yam Fanchia, Emfama, Ahefo, and yet T4 and Anopay. Ye didn't come a medima for Herbal Hospital, Dr. Time that so and a dan open equal for coffee by a Dr. Edrijan Fee. Adrijan Fee okuma nina okasa habanti na kasa ana okofa ya resabie ebaye na ni nyina agina serve onyame na ya resa tumi eno wapone bi di ama doctor say onama bibiduro ne haban so kan nyina se abibiduro no emfansa onipa bebia yare wo a oba bepiem e medimafo eba hospital onfa ensa wo yare anopai Hefa na otie, hefa na oda, hefa na ujina, wapomoden no etesen, dia na etete wo nipadua mu a, wo de china unya ho akwan na unya ano eye biara. Bomodi a sa wo bepiem e wo medimafo Herbal Hospital. Na no pai ya transi wo poko asem ayira, oduru poko ase a obenya ka eba mayira na etwaba na wo bepiem e wo medimafo Herbal Hospital a nyamia ni mune yenam eye obo ade no enua hodo enhaban hodo enhina hodo a wode ma yen se ebra ye di aduaba hodo no ohaw bi pa ni padua no a wosan haban hodo no nyedi sai ho yare no egina sa tumi no so e de asaw yare na ya na meka kire se medimafo Herbal Hospital say yen no o hwehwe ye kira kwa abehu ni yenti ya na mpanimfo se o chichire boa ye pe boa ebehu nti ana tembia no ya na ebo no boa nti o bepie mo medimafo Herbal Hospital a ye opoko asemayira ye na akwani asa biara so ani onyame tumi so ebesa yare ya na scientific approach I did juma no na ya the holistic approach no so de aka ho esanse ade nyina mo se emfa aseda mfama no na ono oka kire yen se ni aduaba ne mfa haban mfa nse ho yare no ye nam ne tumi ne na ho oden so se de oka kire yen se me yenya nimudia hodo a yebetimi aye neoma e konkan na boa ama yen so asetena atumi akoso nti se nimudia na ena doctor enya sabra me no kase odi edi juma nyame adema every Friday ya na appointment ekoso e wo medimafo Herbal Hospital atena ya e wopuku asemayira enu ntino opese oba for appointment a empempini a me catch ro se opese obuku appointment a medimafo Herbal Hospital appointment a obuki no enye difficult enye den na one thing nso ene say nebuo no nso efo unlike others a bia obuki appointment no akwa kwhia doctor say me kwhia doctor unkuta from 800 2,500 Ghana cedis a wontumi mbuke appointment krom ha but medimafo ente saa wo book appointment wo other places wie kura mpo a wa wie a woni doctor edi nkomo awie no afei so request say wo so kwaya lab wo kotwa scan ahodo bi a eno nso no demand extra money a wo so di shem na wo de kokodi sa adwuma no na eno nso no obi ho a lab mienu ana scan mienu lab akono kura no so more than 1,000 plus Ghana cedis a o kan sa sika we na sa sika ba akono mpo no wo de ba medimafo ba hospital enka wanya wayaresa ai mu no ye be hwew ama won so ho atumi atowo ye setu na mo na bra na ya na chance bi a eni ni mu aso enti o ba medimafo ba hospital ye ka kire o se wo yare na yaresa no egira medimafo ba hospital obeso book appointment 200 Ghana cedis o medimafo ba hospital number abe frɛ na you book appointment 0591 202375 tie pa appointment number o medimafo herbal hospital Dr. Tam da so no 0591 202375 no book appointment no afei bi apeso frɛ ene ya wada idea na tuanamo na bra na yemuka appointment medimafo obi biara opeso ba yaro sabia no obeje yara hwe no me ba cho ene obetimi aba esansem obi oho a yese wanya virus infections ahodo obi ya kan kire se wanya fatty liver antino yase liver no ahohono liver no enya healthy entimi amwa fabra medimafo ba hospital na yemwa high cholesterol entimi na okasai no wuntini no mu asisi strade ahodo a asisi ntini no no bomode a sa obepie mu medimafo ba hospital ma me papa mini aba na yentumi enso emwa na hypertension ya na dido na obi wonu aka kire say hypertension drododo na no ya na esai kidney de tie na say edonti na tambia e ba okokọ say obekọ obi oteten haban na ode haban esayare se obetumi asaw yare a ko obi a mepacho kasa haban te na haban te ne kasa obi onim de na onim fom na onim haban na onyame asa de ne nhira na atapi no so mepacho sa nipa no na woso ko sanse sa nipa ne nim se adedenkruma na haban ye de ABCD sa nipa ne nim se adedenkruma mepacho na bana awo no onim se eni yare aduro kase pa strong one enonom sa nipa no krona onim se ebra wo ko awudifo kata sa haban no te ba ko pede se wa utumi daso no eye aduro kase pa sa nipa no nim se ahomacham sa ahoma wei ena empempi no akane no na wo mutimi didi awuo but sa ahoma no nso eye sanso eye aduro kase a ye de sayare oba medimafo ba hospital yenim haban ya ye bodin no yenim nyoma hodo aye try and tested entini se wonso no bra na afi yenam sa kwan no so na yensaw yare oba medimafo ba hospital na person frɛ na na yedi nkomo bi krampo ame na okasai no na wa ba gi aduro ne nom no asa owira frɛ yen 0244 774282 tie ne yepa 0244 774282 and 0500727215 0500727215 obi o wanya hypertension na wonya intino e ho abonsa ohunam no na emu kekaw odi nsuo gu ho na ohunam kekaw hypertension timi ko so sade no wodi paduarum enti se wo ho na ho kekaw a bra medimafo e ba hospital yenya tests ahodo na yendi temi ba bia ha no wo na yemfa aduro emfa moni entuase emfa mfiri ni paduarum emfa ma obi o wanya so ben sanso no bi onso a ne home no ana ne kasa mu ne home na free moba no ya na pampan wom normally pampan was a bambara enya to the extreme say ya na anhwe ye kura no obi kasa enipa no pese oyi ne hwene ana se empo ne nipa no pese oyi ne ti ana wan kasa to the stand say ebi a wodo nsako ano say na home gum a wote pampan wom enti sa wodo nsako ano na home gum na wote pampan wom a bramedimafo aba hospital na ye na mabibi duro kwan so na ye mo a ne ento ase emfamfiri ni peduarum obi o da na dwonso a enkromo ahodo a wo hwa no obo se timi traso ekwa achiri pa enti ne next door neighbor etambia se ontumi na esan se deda enipa no da oye no bra mede mafo ba hospital san se apem ana se ebode e friend se apem no ne hiri eya duro kase pa ye de hwa na afi ye de asaw yare e de afre ne padua no mede usi na ya korome ka kire se obi o a ya na severe headache pa uti no e pai wan kasa but normally se o yo ba na uti tai pa won kakra ya na ye wono ma hodo bi woni padua ma ebia no walusu kakra eno unya lusu bi pe ya na empempi no eta de tipaye kakra e wo ho eta ba eno anom nshada nya yi barota nya severe headache bra me de mafo ya ba hospital na afi ya mo apem ni hini ameka ho asem ya eya duro kase pa a woni pedasani o ba me de mafo ya ba hospital ya be hwe na afi ya de asaw yare na obi say wanya kidney say yesi anya yi ampa twonya no kre o kidney betuma ye e de nti na meka na sa na arehwemu no say na say se nipa ya ka na ka na engine say na nipa timi repair na etimi sanso sini dadam na ebo adwuma ye adwuma biemu a mpacho onyame a obo oni padua no yesi o kidney asay enti asay a onyame ntumi repair ma na nya yi a na nti na o ka kira say ne aduaba na yemfa haba no fanse ho yare na menye ho achi to na mo de oba say doctor yesi me kidney asay my taxes bia bi editamisa mpa me kidney asay ampa ye de bra bato so na onyame tumi a o ka kira yen say o maye nim nwu ase no bacho o de ayaresa tumi ne bato so e o medwumafo ba hospital na ho atumi ato ye opoko ase mayira kuma se ye obu akwa atwoma agu school junction e na takwa ye obogo so junction a beba na one Dr. Tamda so ababa tenase na wadi nkomo Friday appointment service 0591 202375 appointment number and answer number a good TV no so no for phone twa na frɛ na ene ye ni nkomo openika se anopa for about hospital yera sepa
yes yeah that's sepa me ma phone ene omodi nkomo no 25 minutes past hour of 8 in the studios of Kessben 92.9 FM and I feel so Kessben TV so earlier when I told you say the interior minister call assurance committee kudi nkomo e wo holiday to na no ama ensem bi ebeto dwa efa enoboni bi asabi ye chi Australia no ho komo any details ni nyina no or there two assurance committee for anim yentie bi 92.9 FM na face no yenhwe bi e wo Kessben TV na fe yemra ni mbedi nkomo.
For example, in Tema we have what we call the weapon detection system. It's a hand one that was delivered to us by the German government. But because it's a hand one, using it is more difficult because it uses the human discretion a lot. Our men are on the ground, like this Australian thing that you mentioned in passing. The Director General will tell you, even as of yesterday, we were still interrogating a lot of government officials. You have been Minister for Defense and you know the importance of evidence. It's not everything that I can put out at this stage because we are still investigating and we are still interrogating people. Because there's a lot that are not adding up. You could see that there's some involvement of some people within the system. And we are working at it to try to reach out to as many people as possible that we think might have played one role or the other. Because even if you put all these gadgets, remember that it is going to be operated by human beings. So if the wrong persons are sitting there, you can bring all the gadgets in this world. It will still not be safe. So I had to stay 3 steps ahead of them. And I must thank the Narcotics Control Commission, the Director General and his team, the work that they are doing, sleepless night. We don't underestimate any intelligence that counts, no matter how small it is, we work on it. And thank also the generality of Ghanaians because 90% of the bust that we've had are not based on just we going out. It's just based on people offering to come forward and give us information. And we do the best that we can to protect them. And believe me, sometimes people get shocked when all of a sudden narcotics control appear to a specific place and they are looking for something specific. And interestingly, Chairman, if you're interested to know, can you imagine that an ambulance was coming and was blowing the siren? And the intelligence was telling that it was not carrying a sick person, but it was carrying a weed. And yet, when we tried to stop, no, it's ambulance. No, stop. You stop, and lo and behold, it was carrying weed. I mean, people send this, what we call the bullion vans. They go to offload Bank of Ghana cash into cities, and when they are going, they carry we, and then they will be blowing the siren, and we open way for them to go through with their drugs. And based on the intelligence and people informant, we're able to track. And I am not saying this because maybe he's sitting next to me. I'm just so proud of the general.
Okay, so this is the Interior Minister, Honorable Mutanka Node Ayensem Atujano. So indeed, new trick and I say a name be a cost when it comes to a drug trade. These government officials in the AM paying phobia. You don't want to see baby assess fata says on muye jume koye no. Almost a woman be no. The minister is assuring us say eye den sankrofuni na no omugu so mudi nkomo whoever can who be one or the other no Jack who betri and who come and okodi and my kingdom herbal center for Indian common afi we are near the discussions, Ashish is already seated. Godwin Mahama Ayaba, Public Relations Officer, Emma Tor, and then government spokesperson, the NDC, Watanase, and then Awal Mohammed, member, National Communication Team of the MPP, and then spokesperson, Emma MPP Transport Committee. On also better one of the major issues has to do with the Australian one, and then we'll head straight into the cleanup exercise, and then we'll look at other issues of the 1003 security youth or moko na fe no how we na money we na ababeto mu na ne bedini na ho nkomo ke no Herbal Center e wo fia ni nkomo na fe ye ntoa so ke no bia boko de
nyame adom Kojo bia
yeah fine the radiasi
yeah you fine
Mr. Mofa ho ye
nyame adom ne ho ye pa o so chia
am we am a friend no
o se weekend we yam frosro
sir
yeah to se me kan chiro se me kan man san nyina ante
sir
se weekend we be frosro
weekend yengo
yes
weekend yeah
Saturday no packing
Saturday no
person go Friday nwumre ne
and then Sunday
yes
and your bad
yebeko
all
right ye cha Ghana fo nyina ba Ghana fo nyina akwa ba ya de baka safidie kase we so na so na mo amunim no ye kingdom fo na moti ye nken kingdom de opaye mu na bebrebe na ana ewom na enche bia be Friday ye twami ana ye free screening kase a be board de ru ka kire adofo ne Ghana fo nyina se won a wo eniyade bia fo se wani ye wo ya se tenese so wani no afira in fact untimi hu ade kwa na ye to say ye bodawuro for one good month say ye hwe obia for free and it is woni na from fabra in fact adofo bebrebe na na ba na ye hwe nipa 100 Kojo ebro 100 no kra but o san doctor for na do mu free abrochire ba ye me chira Canada and mo so Ghana for my do mo kan ho mo ba hwe mo ye adwuma no awon aremu wontumi ye adwuma ni nyina kama mo mutumi hwe obia eba ne sa no wo mo NGO for no ne wo mo sponsor you tua bills ni nyina say wo mo se Ghana for eba ne say eniyade a ye wo challenge pa and nti yensan so for another one another month ba kon so de enfanka ho nti se egusu bodawuro say won a won ani ye won ya pa ana afria no on the 3rd of August no ye ton sa afro bibia say bra for free now before then no wo mpo a wo buy o mbe hwe wo mani no bebe na aduru be fi wo kra mo di adanse nti yenko na MC from menhu adanse a nipa ba ko di a ye pese Ghana fo nyina atibie
me fi ko fodia
Acha wote surgery ho asem e wo yefa
surgery ho asem me kwa asori wa Assemblies of God nti omode we ne beto ye platform so na ma me so edi actually free na me di aba.
Okay, by this time oba be kwi u feeling it then ni amaden na u expecting to say then now be
mo hade no kren e fine papa akwa brochire pen standard net sa brochire na se makwa mani ba ko na me ba ha mani age mo nurses doctors mo services bia ye fine me bompaye se mo beto aso se ya na mom no ade ba ko ni se esem pe canteen kakra ye bibie mu bebeda nti aduane asem ni ade no otimi yes ade ne ka ho de a before se na mo abaye die eso ye ni pa ni titru mani ade
Okay, who feeling nervous and I say who feeling it then.
Yakoya mammy, baby means slowly. My back that it means slow.
Okay, so back you okay ma make us say manager say nani agye no ho bebrebe say oba ho no mo ababenya na yaresa. So for that matter on the 3rd of August so we the same thing e dey ama Ghana fo gina omo eni yare. So when yare dey number 2 anamo ne ya ne say ya penipa 100 na biu eno nti 50 na akọ nyina no utimi ba ne ye examinations ni nyina hu say ampa wani no esefata say wo say ye operations no mfa mawo anase den na ekoso wanim no wanim den na ekoso ho no mo etifiti na akọ nyina no mutimi frɛ numbers na gu TV no so no anase mo amutie radio no mutimi frɛ telephone numbers we na anything about Great Kingdom Medical Hospital ye free eye screen na ye no pese wonya enchiremu bia no a o frɛ telephone number ya obenya enchiremu no bebrebe 0245 504 158 0245 504 158 and I said 0593 722 619 number we and the good TV no anything about Great Kingdom Medical Hospital biano obenya sanche no ho ye bibia general OPD ye bibia operations ye bibia ho ntibra na free eye screen e be on the 3rd August no fa ho beji bra ko ye wi no sa no na ye kire Ghana fo nyina say in fact no pay so you very active then so mo ni pedua no esisi sue sade agi ni pedua na boso e bia because say musa say wonu munya wo de bisa no obia ase in fact stroke bi etete no diabetes etete no the BP e was strong no ni nyina no edupa mekanfo e de amamo e be bre ni nyina ase etu ase afiri okra wo san say be bedro de etu yare ase nemre yade ase etu yade ase pa nti wo de pebinom ye wo the bitters no ane san so wo ne capsules nti de different ye Kingdom garlic bitters and ase ne capsules nti ya na wo to a no wa hye no so say eye adwuma eye meal booster in fact eye general bo beam product garlic no minute no ya de yi pa ya no apebia no oto capsules na ya na mento ne bitters no ba oto de bitters no so a ya mento ne capsules because san say ne nyina no adwuma ba ko penwa ana eye adwuma pa wo ne pebia no mti me so say no so papa ne nyina no for telephone numbers na person nya data about the drone no ne nyina ne beti dwa hwetwem kama pa e de amawo mema nyina beto Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules mema nyina beto Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules me kire se wo ye be mana se o mema yemu enkoyi ase wo nsa se nansen koko bi etetewo keko so tetewo koko de osisi mu na koko no eye adwuma yi pa enti se koko be fa wontri no be sisi e wo like ma problem a adura be no be yi sa koko na afiri ho no eye Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules of late wo low sperm count ututu nso nko aboa ni nyina no onombia ebeboa omo prostrate ni nyina no ebeboa omo waste problem be kuro aba wo sisi mu ni nyina ebeboa infection mika say mini mema bia wo no eya na ase be man ho hyehye nsu epaegu ha na se afifiri na san paegu na afifiri nyina no se na be ya sa infections nyina be fi wo no de make for Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules pa na be boa emfa to se me nwa godo ma god no come ma obie the way breed there so no Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules don't me gba adwuma na dance di na magana fo nyina nti ya no ato bia no kama pa ne twatwo a meka ho asem tremendous capsules but before then number so I will free for a drone nyina no and a good TV no so to open number bia na pa drone nkyeremu bia no a ya no afre 0559 761 144 0559 761 144 and I said 0502 036 200 number nyina for Kingdom want to fra nkyerem ya pa bia ba anything about Kingdom ya no ye bebo bego to ye wie no ne the tremendous capsules and ye to aso tremendous capsules ye duru a ebo ma manu a sebio mpreduasa omobu o nsa entimi ensisi suye is supposed to be 2 to 7 days and they bu nsa 2 days na netwa obebu onso bu nsa o se chire no enka wo hopa o won mabu nso discharge white bisa e won panties ne mu in fact we treated to no ahudo nyinada but still na enko won se na nsa se heat bi wo hono mo in fact heat wo na so ne be mansu hia e hardly say awɔ ne bɛba anaasɛ wobu wo nsa menstrual cycle no ɛsɛ wotumi flow sɛ 10th 11th sɛ na tumi aba bɛ na wobu wo nsa 10th na akɔ 20th next month na akɔ 10th na sɛ change saa ne nyinaa ne yɛ problem a wanhwɛ yɛ ɛbɛyɛ affect wo paa nti ma nyinaa no mesrɛ m sɛ monom tremendous capsules ɛnna du pa abadwa so yɛyɛ ma for ɛma paa ɛyɛ kama nti ma yɛm bɛyɛ kama na ma yɛm asisi so na wɔyɛ bɛsi mama padea yɛ no wanom tremendous capsules ɛnna bɛboa wo ɛmɛmɛ nyinaa so mɛma yɛm bɛyɛ kama ne deɛ na no so wanom kingdom ginseng power capsules bakɔdwo na busua ne nyinaa da atu yɛ destiny nyinaa da firi hɔ no na ɛno nso deɛ wɔbɛnom kingdom garlic capsules no anaasɛ kingdom garlic bitters no na wa anum bi obɛyɛ fɛ obɛyɛ kama papaapa wopɛ dodoɔ no atu a ɛno bɔwura pharmacy bi a yɛtɔn aduro baabi a yɛtu aduro biara no yɛnnupa yi ebi wɔ hɔ saa nso so na wokɔ carnation for instance ɔkanhye drug lane so kingdom herbal center bebree na ebi wɔ no mabɛnya bi atu namba bɛfrɛ twa atoɔ ɛyɛ 0559 761 144 0559 761 144 and I said 0502 036 200. The church of be beside me say na Great Kingdom Medical Hospital na wayen fan Brako Eastern Region mechire Akuapem Dr. Latte Johnson no catch obi aso be so Great Kingdom Medical Hospital hospital for na the whole Eastern Region omoje insurance the whole of Eastern Region yepe na insurance ye National Health Insurance ye Glyco Insurance ye Premier Health Insurance any other insurance ekita obi on we de ba ho no mo ye beje na ye hwe so papa ha no mo
all right but I say ye the Great Kingdom Hospital na First Herbal Center ni omo AD and common 39 minutes past the hour of 8 and chene the discussions no so amount but my main call in share so sub metro na yenkodi nkomo bi wo hono so here's a case ochina the 10th and Saturday 11th no mampanyi etuasi ho say yen nyina no yenhwe ne ntumi enye cleaning papa major one then there to be done with other people or some self-attest some yes ejumedi na but ukọ in share so sub metro and near my cost when it comes to a baller, I know the pa. I took Kwamina line, no, so your correspondent to what a Kessben media group, you know, Indy and Como and Famato. Currently, over a year in Shaso Sub Metro, a for potting and I war, and dear partner cost war.
Bako Jimmy say, my brother can say, dear, me war a Fanchebla, a war in Shaso Sub Metro, a war under Kemi, Nana Pemino Jinamino, Ekasei. Na wa woni sene ene nsuida enam so a amampanin de betudwa say fiti nyakopon adoma da chena ene memenda yenti simontin na gates ahodo a emu atweko nyina ne yi fanfiri ho no ana pemi fa fato so say nia me ba bi wo wa eni se nsu to ho yiri tie be kwa kohwe de ekoso ho sei tie di kan no me ne kire mu wo fanche bla bia ade hye wo nyina no bia esole a otubola edugu na baba mi kodu wona chese omo there's been kase pa o wa no na obia to bolagu na to bolagu a na o maji uska omo to meji 2 cd 5 cd de so no maji 10 Ghana cedis na omo de agum na say ma na enhwemu chese omo Africa na ka no aba abefa bola no de ko na obia na pe kodu ho no o hwe container na esi ho na bola no atumi ayema amana abuso bola no ayema o container ne mu ma bola ni na tumi ebusu na bola no de ohwe bola no so no waje bola ndi egu no bobo no saa na ne so da ne simpie be potentente pa na ho se na odu a ontumi nya hwene kura na odi agina ho ho bon ade hye ho ni na no mudi ko mo chete bla isi ene tia no ade ne yefo ye den wo mo ina bola na bom kaka kai musa ko ne se ade sika ne ni go ena bola na ye ma ebusu na bi kuku fom no omo ma na mo be fa na abante ne ditumi ni se o frɛ omo ye masari se omo ba no be fa bola no omo ka chete omo ka na asai de omo ba abefa eno na nam so omo be fa ya egu oba ebusu me enum ede ba no bola no atumi aye ma ebusu wo na se wo se du nam se sisi na aye ma ebusu nti se obi de ba ni asane so fa nkofie nti eni pa do na so ede omo bola ede akofie ena ye ni omo so na nkomo de abubo ya omo so ba omo fa bi efie de ko no ene omo so ema bio efise ba bia omutu bola ne gu no ehwa ye ma nti omudu ha ya de etumi wotumi nya ba bi tu bola ne gu iti am no ka say wo ba odne kwara so franche bla en potema eni pade do na no bia wotu bola gu no ehwa ye ma ebusuntu lu bola no kwa yenye bio no so awobo ya fo ba be fo bola na fifi dia kwon so no omo so entumi emba nti ti bola no sisi amafo fi ya ne so de ya de ahodo na de bre eye adehia ewa ha sei na de awobo ya ba ko be sa ba fie kura ba be fo bola no bola na 5 cedis no otumi 50 cedis ebi 20 cedis ebi 30 cedis o so yo ha ahodo a ye famu ha nti be ko de obisa me anapai apoba me boy no ni be bia me de me ko kire no na hwe TV so a bola no ni e edunu no yo mo ka kire penifo hwe no mo mlem na mo bayi bola ni fanfuro ni asem remember edi nkomo emo no so e kire se e yampa won so yakotu penifo ni akotu mayo anim e da akotu penifo ni se wasere mo se ne manfo enye yade nti penifo mla mo be fra bola ni fanko o se asem a asem no ka kire me se si an ba bi etu bola gu no ahwa ye ma nti oma be fa no bia within this week ya nti ehwe ni me se obetu be fa no within this week nti o me fa idea na kete bola no eguso da so guo.
Okay. Ato meda se omu yifi hono mo a ma yehu ochina nyame ya dom na eye clean na ye na ye ba ne so omu yifi ho so a na yehu the cost and indeed ochina no ye beba ho na afi ya share what the plan is when it comes to the Ashanti region Kumase and afi so and its environs when it comes to the clean because clean shas here ochina on the 10th and intina beba na ye no aba bedi nkomo afa ho ye pa ye da se. Alright, ye ne eye atokamana ne no edi nkomo na fa bola ho. Ha na mtena na meka bola ho asem. Bia meka wo se bia me ye politics. Bia meka wo se bia me tuetua waso. Meka wo se bia me kasa dodo. But clearly, si anya careful o mine they are bola SCF fire na ye ni baby a sebio. Esese de bola gu kra no. Eno kra na ye hadwe no. Now see, ye see emfa eye bola no ensan kofie. Adie na nke sisi ekotu gu no sisi omo de ekofie bisa se odi kofie no efie pan no de ko ana we Jesse street kwan no so we Jesse obi dan nim ana so se gota bi eda ho we hwiegum ana odi ne container no ekofie. These are some of the little things metina ha me kan me kasasa fo se bia me kasa dodo ebe wi ase no na fe no yare a eni se eto ye no na fe eno na eba na asan ko parliament asan ko bosika putene ente se ni asan de amakwa brane se san beche de asan ko hospital mu ayamandeda hospital mu emergency places ni na no ye ntumi fa nipa ento ho and we are still doing the same thing and expecting different results. Well, there was no untie yaka the say yaka 45 minutes past 8 any gentleman for Indian common afi yen trust in paying for tenants na afi yen for discussions no enhyehyɛ so
yamo akwa ba e de ba Genuine Dental Clinic e asre ya ye sin hodwuma komo a ye bedi efa tooth replacement ho se osia tu na wose ye bofoforo e de hye ho ma ni ahwe sunsu anso a se wositu no wan hye foforo e betimi e de abrɛwo de di kan enipa esen e enipa ni monyam ukɔ nipa mu na wo kasa de ye hwe e ye wosen de ye boa ma wotimi didi e ye wosen o kasa de ye boa ma words bi o ha wotimi pronounce ye so e ye wosen ye didi dwumadi ahodo bebre ndi se esen etu a ehu behia se obeba ne ahye foforo enso e ho e de ama wo so obi wo ha ne se no na ba kusie nim ba kusie kiri enya ade a ehye nkran Genuine de etu ensa afɔtetu na mo bra ne nya esen foforo emfa hye ho so emfa ma wo afen so nipa osene wo wanuma eboa ema obon no ekipi in good shape so we situ no one year replacement sa side of the bone ebetimi atum amana yi ana se betimi ebu agum se na ya yeta aka no amana yi maintenance ma sa ha no ento to ana mombra se esena atu no ye hye foforo e wo ho mfa mo esena wo ba ye wo ma ahodo bebre ye wo esena ba ko a ye hye wa obetimi yi wa de wa hohoro ho no wasa hye na de ba ko wa bonten se nipa do na agiri se de wo hye obetimi yi no ntimi fa didi enye sa na tie ye mawa obetimi de didi obetimi de akasa obetimi adwumadi ahodo bia wodidi bia no ye omu ahodo mienu ye wo flexible one ye ta fa ne bar plus no na afa ye wo acrylic na afa ye wo de ye hye wa untimi emfa wonsa nka bi na se untu bi eno so e fixed prosthesis eno so tu ana mo ba Genuine Dental Clinic ye be ye enso de amount ye omu ahodo mienu ye wo PFM ana se porcelain fused to metal na afa nsi ye wo ba kon so e fa ne implant maintenance fee to ana mo bra Genuine say o sina tu nko ade Genuine Dental Clinic ye beboa ni a restore o smile no back to say na e tell he genuine dental clinic ya chikwan nya ya kwan kra Ghana ha fan na nyina genuine dental clinic e wo ho o hwe wo Accra genuine dental clinic wo 2 branches e wo Accra the first one e wo Nungwa right after Nungwa Senior High School odu ani check Kantamanto no unsabentu so pe genuine dental clinic branch e wo ha any NDC office no anase Italian pub ene di animhwe e wo Nungwa afei so Atomic Down Domiko Benyara and about odu ani check Taifa no unsabentu so pe genuine dental clinic branch ba ko so ha ye di adwumadie wo ho afei so Santimanta mu Kumase o hwe ya Abrepo Junction Total filling station no achi wo pe odu ani HG no unsani fa so wo pe ye ne Methodist school na wa Abrepo Junction no ene di animhwe afei so Kumase ho ahwe ya Atonsu High School Junction traffic light na se ho ape genuine dental clinic branch ba go so e wo ho a ye di adwumadie e wo ho Koforidua so he genuine dental clinic a ye wo Central Police Station no enchem ho ape ye ne Central Market no ene di animhwe a ye di adwumadie wo abronsan na wo Central Police Station enchem ho na takra den so o he genuine dental clinic branch na pipe no traffic light Tadisco Junction ho a enka ne baby ana GM Bank e wo no sa abronsan ko na mu na genuine dental clinic ye wo ho a ye di adwumadie afla wo so genuine dental clinic e wo EcoBank story building na story building na EcoBank e wo ase no e soro pe na wo he genuine da obehu ye e wo afla wo afi wo ani kochirem e wo techima no so abono mantemu genuine dental clinic e wo Magazine Road enkom hotel achiwa pe ni AY Ahmed ene di animhwe e wo techima afi so esemantemu so ye wo Tamale genuine dental clinic branch e wo Tamale Tishigu ye ni post office no ene di animhwe anase adjacent the MTN main office na ye di adwumadie e wo honom ti Ghana ha fa na nyina de genuine branches no afeti Ghana ha nyina utu anamon ba ye be hwew ni aboa na osewe na okasa so akoyi e di amaw se wo hwe TV na se a ye numbers ni egu ase no betima frɛ genuine dental clinic e wo sa homa to for you so 054-990-6588 ofra doctor ebeje wo so se inquiries no make ebeje wo so ni aboa na so sewe na okasa so akoyi di amaw genuine it's time for you to smile again.
It's time for you to smile again. 49 minutes past our over year 8. So, diagnostic herbal industry for some main country will say a year a drosron commodia berfene tontina 74 a drosron kokra a dread bomb who by high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and I feel so chronic wounds, my chroma and coron, hepatitis B and C, HIV, kidney infections, liver infection, ulcer, prostate enlargement, bad breath, and I feel so menstrual pain, chronic cough, asthma, and I feel so your chest pains and arthritis, swollen faces and feet in Nadia and Pachoa. Compare a draw a diagnostic herbal industry for their friendly T74, Tontina 74, the beboy yepa. A drosron ko a herbal shop and I feel pharmacy biano, one sa ebe can be our honum. Yet in time, now cope bito, now so nominal bon by if you are one bibo swinging a. So person in painful din come now who hire befas or nominal, made him say a 3232 a drone, bo a year bay 2 now, then so she account 3232 now call anymore kasa. Numbers no 0246 073498 0246 073498 and after so 050 1628 931 020 1628 931. Now, a diagnostic herbal industry for a dim como and for a drosson come with our friend Tontina 74 T74. Now, Finon, Unyomo Indi and Sawoso Awal Mohammed, who is spokesperson MPP Transport Committee and a member of the communication team of the MPP. What can I say? And then Gordon Mahama Ayaba, public relations officer Mato, and I feel so a government spokesperson at the ND. So, what can I say? Yeah, Francis, so now, Fe Indi Aya and common for me, Chamu Bibia Bokodia. BBA fine. Yes, so Yahu ye pa, ye das see a boy, your twins are from also to me, Abba, nearby BD and common. So, yeah, chassis, I got a minute about chassis, and so one would be kind of buy for the next 10 minutes. Let's look at the issues of the Australia, the Andrew Bonnie, the issue of Interior Minister saying, some government officials we have been identified or probably they have links in dealing with some of these things that na cock for to me and Australia buying a din sawoswa to me ama omohu baby Andrew no akwakudu anasa omachino ehun so ni na assurance committee and ona ura mutaka edisankomo we ekohihye so 10 minutes there on this matters
Kojo amenchia awa
and we tie
for no ahwefo ni na
biajoso
but I it has become necessary for civic responsibility. You know, I need to re-emphasize on this. Say, Nyankopon ya adomo a Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eden and Sasha and Kratasi through the Minister of Government Communication. Make an official announcement. Say, Echna any Saturday. Ghana ni bia we Ghana mapa bia no collectively within our communities no yen try say be back out. I engage in a clean up exercise. In that communique, you know, we are directing the appointees, CEOs, MCs, obi bia oka edimu bia say they must all get themselves involved in this clean up exercise. Ya besre timemufoni na de ese editi yentumi ni say yesi konfoboni a osi krombo no kro na ebo a otimu bi. It is not to say ye a konfoboni, but say oha ne ba enim oba na enim berema enim MPP na enim NDC enim Christoni ene enim Muslimi ni flood ne ba last 2 weeks and last week Monday, you know, it didn't discriminate. Baby an SFA be an FIA. Where one of the exercises are, they are cleaning your environment. Say they are honum ebete. Now by no so akoswa because committee no almost said that is the post-flood committee, you know, had briefing with the president, and they are bent. And
can you next topic?
Yes, and they are bent. They are bent in making sure. Say
we'll come to that.
Anytime be a such magnitude of rain be even possible you be affected and yet to that gravity. In the other time to know. Let's be as a China Friday. Obi bi obenya mri bia no. Emfa no ho enkodom sa adwuma ku na ye na ye pese adwuma so na ye na ye pese ye di na ye important mu ete no Saturday nso ebetua so na ye ni na ye de ye ho adom mu na ye important mu emu ate amaye.
Okay.
This issue for me an issue to me that much. The entire issue to me that much and say Kojo you a human institution and you say aboniyefo ni wa yenhyemra. You get the point. And anything I will call Krobiaso and I will call municipal biaso na either your act, your regulation, and your bylaws. Because you anticipate say you want crofwa, they want to do otherwise. Say because obi bia enye say you know. Omo de one person omo ye the other way round. Omo hunti na ye share emra. Na se we obi a ese se we make sure say nkrofo be di mra so a se obi bu mra na se dia ode nipa ne be fa mra kwan so no e na e kire weda dia nipa ne ye no ofo aso ana se onfo aso ana meboa. So then come on ayedi Endra Minister for Interior as part of government as part of parliamentary supervisory jurisdiction on parliament ministers and government officials, you know. Minister for Interior Honorable Mutaka ekopie wa assurance committee enim part of the interrogation, you know, ena oda ne di pefe say edruboni hun semubi a ekoso a nakop together with Australian authorities ADH, no some officials be happens to be identified in the ongoing issues. So he made it transparent. Part of the Abanwe ne pillars ne say yemfa bibia NCA Ghana for Papo Bonio say mona moto aba eyi yen say yembra na yembehwe say dia Ghana kanko ebeko nanim no ne papa mu ne boni mu e say eden ye ka kire mu. So Mutaka didn't shield the truth. He decided to openly tell the assurance committee say yes, it is true such investigation koso. It appears say mpanyinfoɔ bi wambodin anameboa mpanyinfoɔ bi have been identified in it a allegation anameboa it's an allegation but they very instructive ne say wama an assurance that the investigation will still proceed anameboa and they will make sure say we will get to it later. Inherent in that, not say Obibia, he will be identified to be part of that wrongdoing if indeed it ends up say wrongdoing has actually been perpetuated biano. Emrano ne nebeye ebedi. Inti kojo we an ongoing issue. So we cannot be speaking to facts or issues that we are not privy to. The are privy to ne say there is an ongoing investigation. Endra minister appear before assurance committee. Otonanum to say indeed some enrumonin sembia eden akoso investigation bi eguswa ekoso and some impenifobi has been identified in it. Ndikojo we enya aseme say dually so much in it. Sometimes in semine bana ongoing and we want to assume we have all the fact whilst the fact is not available to us. One shall the other can neno exna yebe we asem no na eni de awaka no abo ebra then you realize that your integrity will be on the line. The American say you make sure say we will do it without favor. Ebeden edin so say officials be answer ebon womua. We should not be discriminative because issues of drug has a high tendency of bringing the image of the country to a bad note. And Ghana mimini ewomu ameye Ghana ni a proud Ghanaian no. We are not known for eniema bi to say. It is not to say it happen. Bakojo say amaya mindful fro international unions and associations be who say oman ni mpanyifo enya behind those acts no is when the issues happen how the government will act and ebe determine whether aban ni shechi mpanyifo bi shechi anase obi bia en shechi na ye ankrankra bi na omudi omu inrubone ensem. And knowing this government led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he won't allow any individual, any personal interest, any parochial interest of an individual biano, embetaneshe na the image of Nabai to an extent of even tarnishing the entire country's image. You get a point? Yeah. So the assurance is there, which has been given by the Interior Minister, and I have confidence in the government. I have confidence in the investigative bodies of this country. I have confidence in our security services. I have confidence in whoever mandated by law to take custody of these issues or to act on these issues. And they say, what is expected of them. Ghana for ye ni edade ediechi. Obi bie ni eden ediechi. Because ye say eka enia na aka ason. Eka 19 so na aka whatever it is. Nti say eka abaina it affect the citizens. And then I want hwe ye dum pempen so a ubehu other countries blacklisting us from sometimes even traveling, visa application and all those things. So you feel say it is an individual affair, but a very long chain of effect eba koka sanyenne citizens ebetimiaka echirima. The people who knew nothing about it will rather be affected of these actions and inactions. Because you will be a amaya my blacklisting due to some individual actions. You get a point? And those things must not be tolerated. So I think say let's have confidence in the government. It's an ongoing issue, and I believe in the government. Say they will do what is expected of them.
But I say Godwin, and this one says that Godwin, the gentleman has really spoken well. I know your text message, and then Capito also mentioned MPP internal elections is going to be a peaceful and successful one to lead us win come 2028 elections. Easily and simple. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, incoming president, and Honorable Mavis Kumsen, incoming national women organizer. Hopeful and not the way so a buy. Menko aye awa hot 10 minutes aye on these matters.
You me dase maminchia wetie for ne wahwefo nyina na menkasa me dase pa for this opportunity. Me nuano start no okan se ochina ene ochinachi Friday and Saturday, nyame adomo a ye nyina no ye wo se ye kɔ na ye boa na ye prapra ye mfikyire na ye bomodin na baby a issue FI baby a issue amfa across the country senior president John Dramani Mahama declare ye no o kan se enye na sisi ya no pay ya no ye general secretary lawyer Justin Kodua Frimpong the statement aba afre on all party members across the country say nyina no yen kambom na yen ko unim say Saturday na ye be elect ye constituency officers nyina across the country nanso waka say even on Saturday we a delegate ukọ na ukoto abani wia na wasan ko join na motima clean up mo area no so we need the ye nyina ye de say na okan no ini NDC ni MPP baby a insuo no fire no obi ani ho a yenim na affiliation wo ho yenim no kra na yehu se nipa ena ne ho kire no a e wo se yeboa no nti no ka ho maka no awie no unim se Saturday ena yebeto aba no na me constituency a matter of fact say e wo se me wo interest e wo ho me wo constituencies mienu asawase ene afiase asokore constituency asawase no nipa mienu very, very important to me. As I say, we did this. Me did this. Politics, especially at the constituency level, the anchors of the politics at the constituency level, chairman and the secretary. Me no and a so party no mo pa. So baby, I will be kubiano say, who's a chairman no wa hodin pa. Na secretary no so it me complementing na homodina eboa emma at least party nitimi ejina brani into constituency chairman position no nipa na woteso no na me pese esan ede ne kobium e friend no Moro Mohammed dudo na friend chairman MD na oye financier of the party me join the party nyina I met him as a financier of the party and a party for ni nyina kan say omrambe ye chairman and obe chairman na wabe no wadi ni kama waboa nipa bebre omo a wapa adwuma ma omo within the period that we chairman in ekeka omo a wa support omo bills a watua ne ekeka ho se wo pese uyi chairman especially time a yewo opposition e wo se uyi obi a woye connected obetimi afro obi from the region afro obi from national na wetimi aye bibi e de aboa again e wo se unya obi a woye resourceful at least say when timi enya support from the party kurana ono ade ne botum sika beye ana say obe friend namfofo ne nyonkofo na oma beboa chairman MD Moro na woye saa before so obe chairman no ene woye chairman yehu adwuma waye within the period intimi warishe mu say at this point in time ne hia ne kese e chen time na your government no be chairman but also for e be say bakasa ni mechin tuo hwemi a ya kare se aduane ye di tuo ebisi ho se ya na idi a unhu de ekom de ne pa anase de obetime di tuo no agi se you know enkwan ne sa e na obehu se grofo ebi be sori akọ ebi be fa ni se ebi be fa ni se but omo a ampa wa mi se obetime di tuo no ono de obetime atena se na wadi whether enkwan wo ho anase enkwan ne ho obetime di. This is chairman na yehia no at this point in time. Secretary for a long time secretary position no yenya ba ku bia oba ya na obomo no but this is first time yenya one of the guys are all the qualities you need in a secretary. oye obi a ɔkɔ university or first degree why masters back waka ho again na wo university no na wo SRC president eno kyerɛ sɛ na wo yɛ intellectual ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ ɔmo a university fo ni nyinaa no etimi eyi no sɛ ɔno ndi wani ɔmani mu a eno kyerɛ wo sɛ ampa nipa no o nimdi a obetimi aboa again wo hwɛ sɛ wase constituency a NDC dominant constituency me electoral area NDC na wini me so electoral area assemblyman no wo MPP ni but omoto abama no because omugidi say obetimi aboa community no omoto ma no say ono so na a presiding member for the municipality. This is an NDC dominant constituency but one a presiding member and no chere wo say obi a oye ne secretary a obetimi aka obi abom obetimi atwe NDC woni bi abam ye friend no LA Jara Mohammed Awal but Jara eka ho but obi no Mohammed LA Jara the din eno no na eco secretary order number 2 chairman MD order number 1 ye to abama omo abetimi about just quick one on FJC FJC de miami nua kuma your friend Awal Mohammed say wow meneno ena yenyini from Nkwala Brim na me NDC na MPP even that time meneno na da dan ba kuma akopim say nyina ye ware so oye obi a some party na che as a polling station keke no kra no why be 16 years but it's a young man nti o say opese osom as Deputy General Secretary ewo the constituency Deputy Constituency Secretary your friend Awal Mohammed ono na da number 1 nti delegates awo FJC ne asawase these are my choices nti misramo mboa omo se ne be ya ombetimi nso abesom party no on Australia issue no yadamun takase say at least we dey waba abeka nokre kakra ewum and I think this is the second time yenyina no we born abaso essence okwe time na akoyo ekoka se tutu abone kamu akum nipa oye dede bon training free radio station ekan nyina no almost set up a committee no koyeye no muntaka beka kire se committee no obi ni ho obetimi ebe substantiate se how akomsi ne etutu ho na akoyo nso ne nkrofo na omo nso ewo se anka omo information omo kan se omo ye no omo ama nti etutu bie ni ho a ekoso a ebo ni kamu anase ebo nipa bia na oka ne ho so that time nyina ebo na baso second one anyway but unfortunately sene etimi bo na baso ba kono we entimi bo na baso sa esanse yenim se ade no esi ewo Australia first na eba ne se Australian authorities no ebo ma minidin a wade ade ne ekoye Ghana ha ekwan a saa enubone no efa bidie pa ena omu lodu no container ma ena omu de ade ne hihye mu ye lodu no Ghana ha ediko ya anka Ghana ha kra ya anchi nim se bibi sa hye ye mpanimfo a ombo ho nyina no bi anka hwe ena ekodu Australia for no say omo no in terms of charcoal saa bidie omo wo durable one na chen Ghana die so na yo mo wan say obi di charcoal ana say bidie free Ghana abeduru ko mo omo ko bi mu a ena omo ko hu say sa ampase enubone egum first na omo ye ne so omo di statement abaya omo bo oba ne din say on na ye Ghana ha ye kan say enye nokre da say obi betimi afa container ma a enubone egum ene bidie abra obi enhui it's not possible say ekofa wona obi enhui inti narcotics control for ebeye press conference penino ebe kan say Ghana fo bi ka ho na pani bi a wom oye oba bonidi a o se me bonidi eno na muntaka nso koye ono nso koye no o se party mpanimfo anansa aban mpanimfo eka ho but one body. So you see, your problem are your war maimu in the last 1 year, 6 months, and they say Tem bia ebechi NDC ni bia oye nubone anase oye boni bia no emu ni din intwa ne picture amfa enkoto ba bia.
And what are you inferring?
Okay.
That
so yeti oman mu se ose aban penifo emunye NDC for. Muntaka se aban penifo so NDC for.
Yes, sure.
Yes, so NDC for. Yeti oman mu in February. Akwana ohye echebi te se oton kokko no. Your friends say japa.
Yes.
Eko supplement. Eso makochi gold.
Fake dollars.
Yeah. Any cuttings akisia a Bank of Ghana or more boxes are or more diska egum. Any gold there fake or see gold. Fake dollars, any fake currencies, and more kochi 40 feet container. Will be warehouse mo. The castle wine Edia almost see a large video wajani. Up to now, it named the warehouse in the end there. You who be a gold nafa. You who be a fake currency na ko. If for nothing at all, see obakwasia wo nim dokuna abedi eto ahye de onu se aben. If for nothing at all, nipa na warehouse in the dia no. You bit match no. No akere nipa no. Anasa yemfa no fa process adenti na wo ma obi kura no ede sa fake things ebegu wu fie. Ono kura no ni fie no oye complicit o ye chi alaji ni wia. Nipa no because ote Kessben TV ha. No be the adeboni bi besi ha ye chemo. Meboa. Enye ade bi a ehye politin mu. Containers ena ye de buy. Sa case na kosi sen. Yesi alaji bi wodwane. Ye hu gold no ehu container no hu bibia. Again. Yeti omayimo somewhere in June. Ena Narcotics Control Board for echi kokina eso chain koke bia in the history of this country enchi koke kase ada omofa koke no edugu tipa kamo edi anua gu so edi ko na omo de kotakrade omonam kwan no so no obi di echire me information ya ne so obi di tipa ka echi tipa ka afanua wodi na chi saa from Winneba ekwa na onhwie anua no kopim Cape Coast ene hu se problem aba because tipa car there ontimi fa anua free akra nko Cape Coast ene echi tipa car no na kokina about $300 million tipa car ne driver ene ni mate e ka kire Narcotics Control Board for say papa bia o contest a parliamentary candidate edema NDC ewo Western Region ho baby omobu ni din kura ono na suma wo mo ene tipa car no ni wura eni ho no ye hu driver no ede na akosi ni mate no a mo carry ade no ede na akosi papa na ebo ni din ya nche no cocaine no ewo hen yente ene sese we so abai so say make say NDC for this time around ye nyachi NDC ni na oye boni bi o manyimu a omo ekova ne din makra obi koche ye chi obi se owia body a police for etwa ne picture ekova nanim e the story ni beto on Facebook page bebo ebo ne din kire kuro a ofri ni na keka ho eye but won say why suspect why suspect o because say nanu na me ka no bi say say nkrofo no de muntaka wa momu dia omo ye suspects de echi na ono nso ye kan say waye boni bia ide ne picture beto ho no onye suspect omo chi say Obama say Obama yinyina yenim say onfa nanim ma ni social media omo chi ni bie nani ede ne pictures ma NDC for share no ansa na omo cover nanim no ode body na waye bibi na post to Facebook keke obi edi cocaine abaga na ha abrochire edi Africa na hako abrochire fo no cheye no omabo nipa ni din a omo cheye na ade no odeko ono so suspect o because omumwa anfo agi se court na betime bu anfo but omabo ni din se ono na link to it ade nti na we dey see a yentime nye but mamembo parliament abaso okay because they make na minim say bia e no kra na e dey best start conversation no sa community service bill omo apase enra nti say no be ye nyina no ye ni obi a okọ prisons ekọ visit prisons bia no what is asem ya n'ani bɛgye paa ɛnɛ sɛ obi ɛne obi kɔkɔ ntɔkwa a na sɛ deɛ odi fɔ no ɛbɛma no aprapra wɔn area hɔ nyinaa na sɛ wɔkɔ school na wɔkɔ dɔɔ obi kɔ wia bankye anaasɛ ɔkɔ wia saa pickpocket fo yi wɔyɛ wia yɛmfa no nkɔ jail ɔbɛkɔ akɔpra n'anim hɔ ebi asɛ school na afu a ɔbɛdɔ saa for 6 months na obi ehu no anopa ɔno kra no nkɔtena police station ɔbɛkɔ akɔtena ne fie anopa na waba mpanimfoɔ no bɛba bɛ hyia no wɔ hɔ so ɔka sɛ wamma one day kra na na yɛde warrant akɔkye no yɛkye na wakɔ jail nti wei no de bia wɔbɛpra for 3 months anaasɛ 6 months ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛbɔ ɛyɛ parliament aba so mɛhwɛ sɛ bia anwummerɛ sɛ wonya kwan a because menim sɛ woyɛ program anwummerɛ wonya your friend sɛ lawyer bia na anka wakyerɛkyerɛ mu kama na Ghanafoɔ ani agye because even though implementation no bɛba in the next 6 to 7 months indru bia 1 year ɛkwan bia so yɛ pass yɛbɔ mpa say ebeko president anim no within 7 days na president assign into assign we are no set up the secretariat now by implementation into bedru ba no say obi ene obi kokuntoko a yemfa no nkotu jail say obi didi obi atem te say ne your friends say omo ayechichi omo say omo aka bibia tia obi ni ne keka ho na die bia ede no beko 1 year to 3 years no omo jail ene omo ye between 1 year to 3 years no sa case ne ba biomu a eno no ebema okodo anase ebema okopra ogata kama inte say no kra no sometimes ehu hia say bia mo area menya zumla kra ma na pra bio because nipa ne mama na okopra area ho kama for 6 months obepra no asesa nwura na akoto agu na ehwa ye kama na ade ba ko a megide say parliament ye ka say omunye ba ko a ye ka say omunye ene say omo empase sa parole no bill no say be ya ebetimi aboa ama omo damu sesei no yes, I misdemeanor, sa cases are enshadanye cases are kese, okuya banchi, okuya akoko, nina keka hono, na sadia no monso, na ya committing to a praprano, send be a monso, a bit ba prapra. Yambo parliament abasu, but abai way there, yenjinin dise, ubetimi a fight drugs and corruption, because ene, usha US, your friends, state security information, I almost say Ghana. It's becoming a transit point for your friends saying drugs.
Because of drugs in Intino, remember Nerebata no ye then you link it to the 1003 Sebi Mebuno and youth issues and also had over 100,000 or more qua Sebi. Out of 1,003 HIV and so still the same drugs and all that. And we'll deal with the minority press conference on the 350 million and all that. So Mamintu Orago.
You see, Obibia Obibisa, like as he gave plethora of instances. I mean, wow, you did that. Obibia Obibisa, how far to those investigations? I will not sit here and say the person is being mischievous. You get the point? Odibisa pa. Because there are issues of criminalities and the image of Ghana is at stake. Intinu awa say obisa how far to those investigations or incidents and the investigation are legitimate. Kojo legitimate. Now so don't draw an absolute conclusion. Say nothing is being done. Oh yes, sir. There's going to be a disconnect between a fair-minded question that you asked and finishing with a propaganda. Because Kojo, sir, how far to the investigation? He can go through the RTI bill and get how far the information has gotten to. He can do that. Obiansum bekan chireme no say the investigation has been truncated. Has somebody done that? No. From where I sit, the minimum say all those instances are wabobo. Investigations are still ongoing. Bear in mind. These issues of this nature, Kojo, it requires a lot when it comes to investigation. So, expect to say within a month or 2 or 3, no, you want to you want to have something on the table, we can request for update. You make my request for update. Said they would move us along on every step on the way.
Okay.
But the Obakachi Obia say, a binary tiada biano. To be frank with you, it is a lie, a palpable lie.
Okay.
The government is bent in making sure say Obi Bia or person or bring it the country's image to disrepute biano. The law will deal with that person.
Okay.
Kojo, the second point in Sunni said there is no investigation appointed to the instances are wall abu say nipa ni NDC ni and that's nipa ni MPP ni. You are just making an inference on people's speech. There are times Kojo Obi allergy issues against you.
No, but sorry not to cut you. He was specific with what the minister said, that Sebi Omwaye Komas MCC one word the other day.
Government official.
Exactly.
I get you.
So
but
that's where he was coming.
I get you, but I'm saying that there are instances on the surface of documents. Let me say, a bet me appointed to you. Obi bet me appointed fingers at you. You bet me do a discussion. But at the end of investigation and court proceedings, no, you got my point. That is why you are not supposed to go ahead of such instances like this. So there is no way somebody has been held, fact on it, say a NDC ni and I say a MPP ni. You get my point? So I'm just trying to let the Ghanaians know, say, baby BA niwa. Sanyema were appointed to a fact, and I repeat, fact. Actually, say Kofi Yao, ANDC ni, and those are the people they have been found regarding this particular issues. Nipana Australia fortune so all year transporting no. They didn't even mention any political party or belonging to. They say Ghana ni anameboa. It's not the issue. So young first make I say. Because there has been full assurance from the minister, which will be supervised by the Assurance Committee of Parliament, unless without Parliament. Say, they will go the full race of the investigation. Intimate more be and try to push the Ghanaian against the NDC party or government as if say a NDC for engage in those acts. It is not true until the investigation comes to an end and a conclusion. You bet me the identity of those people to indicate say either they belong to party A or party B. Right. Let us throw or put all those allegations into the mat. It is not a fact. Kojo on the interior recruitment,
yes,
and the outcome of it say Nipa, I think is it 1,003 something, and medical reports. Appointed to say omo engage in Rubone.
Yes.
So say opeki omo blood sample it is easier to trace those drugs in their blood. Kojo, these drug issues, I am aware say the National Youth Authority, I think NIP and YEA are having a crusade on it. Together with, I think, narcotic control. NACOC.
Yeah.
And taking very serious. And even with Ministry of Youth. Ministry of Youth. Yes.
Ministry for Youth Development.
Okay, Ministry of Youth Development.
As an operation.
Yeah, we are and the agencies under him, you know, collaborating with him. And taking it very, very serious. And go to ARDS say, Yenina as Oman Bapa. We have to be very serious about it. Andra, I don't know whether a while you chanced on this. Me who video be on social media. School akola or share basic school uniform. Ethic classroom are all smoky.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you saw it.
Who be that?
There was one bar earlier. No onam or your bar. Oba no namoshe uniform. No smoky. Yesterday's one a male. I'll take decks so classroom. Maybe after here, once you go through your media, you will chance on it. Smoky. That is the level. It was difficult to see some of these things in the public domain. Very difficult. And at one point now, Kojo, omu smoking on we empenyifo no kwa no. Omu kotoa. To even go to the ghetto, it wasn't easy. I just say when you connection man, let me use that word. Mribiar or the figure to Aden, Eddie Abreu. Today it is common. It is common. It is very, very common. Which is unaccepted. It is becoming a national security threat.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you.
The future of our future leaders is what we are talking about.
Yeah.
And there was a voice over on it because these are our future leaders. So, and I just laughed over it. And it is true. Ubisa who said, and Kolabe na ye rezi Kojo. Whilst you are talking about systemic failures, the parent must also be serious on these issues. Kojo, yanga, I mean, I will face that. Yanga ye co school, they punish us by caning us, which today, Obi or go through that system, I will tell you the positives we have gotten through that system. Yet, in yanga and under a disguise of human right, we are doing away with the very thing. We are always proud, say, no, not done it than yanga. Yababedu baby, yababedu. And they are saying, Colampian in the agro. Kojo, any hour. Ya we mba ne yakọ high self-contained. We don't even want the children to step into the veranda. But we said in Nenkola woni agro. But yenga ye di agro ye feel say aboying in our upbringing. Yenga na Nkola ye wo no, we lock them in the room 24/7. I don't know whether you are getting my point.
Yeah. It's so your viewers here, dear Pa. I mean, you rightly said it, and then somebody has just said it to you right now.
Wow,
this is
it. Wow. So I think you can put it on the screen.
Yes, I will let them.
Yeah, let them put it on the screen.
So, your friend saying DA.
Yeah, and I can look DA.
Anna Ellie, maybe Obia.
Yeah, DA, all Elio.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
this is it. This is what I saw yesterday.
It's serious. Akola Ketwa.
Nipa no they buy to buttress my point.
Yes.
This is it.
It's crazy.
This is it.
It's crazy.
And sometimes Kojo hwe uya abofra na uye we no. Who feel say it won't have consequences on you. These are the consequences. And after 10-15 years, where we are secondary school, where we are university, who pay Juma, who pay fee. Well, your reporter, you will think they have altered the report because you may have even forgotten. Say you once even took a smoke. Then, baby biya obeko biya no. This report will be following you. Afe unye Juma nye. What the question mami abrewe bi oti baby.
And it's interesting. I mean, our listeners are good. Sarah, thank you so much. This is the lady you're talking
about. The second one, that is the point.
No
smoking, only.
Very interesting.
Yes, this is it.
On them street to
no smoking.
Yes. Just like that.
And just imagine the colleagues around her. Yes. They will see no wrong with what she will do.
Yeah.
The fact is that all influence you be but she may end up influencing one or two people.
Yeah.
One or two people. So, Kojo, let us be very serious. Those times now, Kojo, it wasn't only your parent who could discipline you.
Yeah. But now.
So even in the absence, and those times, not more of your mothers were housewives.
Yeah.
So they were even home 24/7. Yet the community could discipline you in addition to your mother.
Yeah.
And Papa ye ejuma, Mami ye ejuma. Both of them will step out before 6 o'clock in Accra.
5:30 we are gone.
Both of them will come after 8 or 9. Yet we don't allow the community to join us in disciplining our children.
Now you create me about how catch so all the ones
that is the point.
And so first no nkakwaku braya eba o se ma show ba no o ye say what to mean can
say na make enu pon na o ma make to fear 24/7 but community will join in discipline. And now everybody wants to marry quote unquote people who do formal work and those who don't even do formal work and don't worry that person will be a juma man nti obe fifia kwa juma. So nkola ni be fie school aba no obi bie ni fie. So they do whatever they want to do. Yet, when he intends to discipline that child, he gets a problem. To conclude, let us as parents rethink about how we feel raising our children today is the best. Coupled with the fact that what they did to us, if it was bad, I don't think you and I would have been here today. As for Suya, we can learn from the Western world. But we should couple that with our tradition and culture. But let us not learn doing entirely away with our tradition and culture.
All right. But I say, and that even reminds me about the review of the cultural policy that we've done. I think the National Commission on Culture will have a lot to do when it comes to these ones. Well, I mean, on this matter.
JSS, no man be a friend, no. Me crowd where driver ni or Santa Sokori Zongo. Dodo na friend best man. Son a friend. Na me journey free a year school. Ekwatna amango so because say me could drew. If ya, my parents were home, my mommy were home. So definitely, Obeka say then me journey by so me got na a mango so.
Oh, you know,
me got a mango na me tesa or elmo fear him. Ho. Inti. Oba no who say as what say they also o fear no ba abontin obeto me. No kase me simbra. Me si ba na oche me. Wala shame e de me ko school mo.
So once
yes, also me study go school. Yes, wala shame e de so me sa e de me ko school. Since that day me ntimi nko bia so de bia me hu na mani age. Asemo me nka kire na da. Me pe dakro na me ano makon ho na makachire but me hu na mani age. Obia or as far as on go bia ni me friend best man. And he's one of the people that shaped my life because at least anka minya kwan etna na amango no so anka bia ma Jesus kra and me do baby am kodru. So I thank him so much. Best man baby obi am chia no.
But is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He's alive. Me hu na mani age. Baby am hu no bia me ko chia no. Bi se me nam kra na me kutaka kra da bi si e ko chia no but me nka kire da. But also me nyesho so be kai because I check that time let me say but he disciplined me on kong so anko kan wo fie or the me school mo and that was it na me suro kra so be ko ka kire me maame na ebia ya san punish me wo fie school mo omo punish me and na me hu say e was say me jana me ye so Minister for Youth Development last year Opariado sa report no ebai na o kan say enkwala e wo school omo training college 54% exposed to drugs. 54% are more college of education are exposed to drugs. It say enkwalani 100 46% and exposed to drugs.
54%.
This is serious.
Yes, 54. Was say oko primary and JSS 37 secondary school 37%. 37%. Wow. I was secondary school. I exposed to drugs before. And which I say Nkwalano, some way 10 and I was secondary school at least 4 I exposed to drugs. So when no report in the buyer from Interior Ministry say nipa or more aye drugs. Ye share or more mujano na drugs woman. Me who do do na is swama me because or the sa report naba. Because or more call Sat enlistment ni nyina no dudu na secondary school for or more we secondary school na maba. So it tells you the time bomber yeteso ewo mayim. Essence say enkwala no edru be pesa ampempen so na omu use drugs bebrea. Unim say HIV no and also ema no spread. Oba na o shi cigarette no. Say onya bibi sheka ho a only choice bia on who have sex with her. Why dazed? It will be bia obet me have sex with her bia kra no enye emfa ne ho enye ne problem bia. A man so onya have sex pe with anyone with HIV and I say is onya bi. But ade ba ko a muntaka ka ya mene no enya adwene. Ene say o kan say nipa 1300 na anya HIV no. O ma disqualify o. So say oka ya disqualify wa omo the numbers aba say free. That is tactical. The omo ye no eye na eni say omo send report no ma omo because obi wo ho a send yeti AIDS ni HIV no wonya hwe se eno kwa na heart attack ra bi kuno you understand but it was say Debbie was say omo mfre na yen kire omo die ntia na yenya counselors na omo counsel omo ne na keka ho ade a was say media for omo boayen kese pa ne say HIV enye AIDS HIV it is malaria it is hypertension it is yare bia obi betimi aye anya HIV atenam 10 years na wonim after 10 years na AIDS ne ba because that time no na emoa no didi nimua because we say antibodies na emoa no air fight no ene eduru aba a omo antiretroviral drugs no maako obefa no once a day ofan once a day na obetimi atena te se me no wi a aware awo problem bi ani so obetimi afolo through na onum de bia ema emoa no da emoa no ahode no esote kra but wonima in the next 10 years no na the immune system ni nyina wu enti yare bia be ne bia no ebetena
na meka no
yare bia be ne bia betena enti edru ace ho na eno na nipa no ewu so mesre se oka ho anase ote ho na onye HIV test akoye uhu status na eboaw enkum nipa I say na meka ye no de cholera etimi ye no HIV ewa hode che cholera chi nipa within 6-7 hours obetime wu okay wu within 1 day if about 35
straight
sometime back
like that,
around 2014 2015 you understand so cholera echi nipa otimi wu instantly within hours because obefe ajana nice anti obewu but when it yare a ehye omu a we healthy eti hai we healthy malaria china onumadru a ebeko obeya kopin be 10 years after 10 no ena sa bibi sa ni ya etimi ye so misre onye ya ko hospital matisa say hospital kura no test ni free so usuro so be ko hospital na nurses for na hu se wo HIV a ko drugstore eton kit no ni bo nya den menim ni bo de ma ni bo nya den koto ni bo den kura na so wo hwe wo hu yare a eno very important but ni bo nya den okoto na tena wo dem na test so wo ya na pay commission for no omo so omo ye very secretive on say is for no hu da me matena why you building any ace commission and at for 8 years my who obi a o ace da na because office sometimes me you for me who obi a say we o ace who obi kra foforo work is no kwa na ba ho because one more designated place a omo ye omo ma we duro na onomo a se wa ware a na ade ani ti wo mu a na oma oyere nso a check so onu nya ya ana se ukunu na oma na check onya ya mutimi toaso eware because no kire se ade no se nipa ne no na de bia ofolo turu na ono mu a emo no etimi ewu ema omu wu kra na omuda eti intimi infecti obi inti nipa ne betimi live a healthy life na etimi aye
was that the reason why Ace Commission says and can say
or disqualify because me brand me can no before their statement na be join news in the morning and me can say countries like UK so do HIV adwuma obi ha betimi aye onu so timi France na omu ntisa obi o HIV na omu discriminate omu so yi sambra na firo because enhwehwemu ni bibia tere se o wa hodin tese menu aye tese malaria na ache no anasa hypertension na omu pressure de bia omu no madru
also mu ye adwuma
de bia onum baako but wo ye adwuma it when dey obetima ye adwuma o ba bia na barrier ena obi a okuta HIV ntimi gujina ho police say oko police na say oko gina barrier oko chi obi bra oko yese ya the only thing they say bia ye betima anya restriction say ba bia e ben health ne mani pa no nkoho musa na say small girl bi video no e ko viral me hu say Ghana we cry ye o say okote ace no e wo eye your friends say Galamsey site what say no o say o beche pa HIV enye is o ahoden Inti me sure say ace commission be kwa hwehwe no na mpanifo ache no na ya kire no say na ya council no actually no say who betim ato enya ade a obetimi aye because enhwemu kire say life expectancy no say ne me could di 70-80 years say ampa say me hu na metimi hwe mu hu years ne hypertension for no ehu ne ntem na de bia wo no madura akoma yare nku no because say de bia no sa mojaboro so no enku no because de bia no ofa na duro kama sa na we nso te no so wo fa un generating ko AC ni bio
akwara ni na ida 266 yeah
yes sa akwara na
I mean
yes
yeah ososio
me say JSS secondary school
wow
enkwala omo me say report na sa minister no e de buy no it's one of the good things about this government as I report no nti ama ubeda ho so say oba e was secondary school na won na tena say educate no because on hwe ya na okoduru ho no unim but won ne tena fie na ka say o secondary school yesi wo munum nuboni na wa hwe area ho ekwan bia so ubenya obi a onum nuboni asai e o area ho no say ukonom a say na obe mbeka kire osafo so ade enye nokore ukonom a obe eti say asumasi a onam ha ya wabodam no nti menya sa na atimi abo ankwala na omotimi aye
beba near the 350 no IVCC na yen hwede betimi aye so a happy glorious birthday to Nana Abna Owusua Efriye Dua of Vacant International School. I believe this one is from Emmanuel Dua. Daddy, Emmanuel Dua. And then our graphic is happy birthday to you. And Abna Owusua Efriye Dua. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy blessed birthday to Isaac Mensah, a military officer and then a member of traffic ministry of ICGC Covenant Temple Kotobabi. Happy birthday to you, Isaac. And then a happy birthday to Henry Kekalite of is it Heights or High Range School Station. This one is from Felix Bedu, your uncle. Happy birthday to you, Kekali. And then glorious happy birthday to Ajua Educhumwa of GRA. This one is from Dr. King and Sami. Happy birthday to you, Ajua. And then a happy birthday to Mr. Kojo Preko Dankwah, Operations team member, UP Party. This one is from Kwesi Crying KK. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, KK. Happy birthday to you, Yellow Man. And then a happy birthday to Doris. This one from your baby girl Tina. Happy birthday to you, Doris. And then a happy birthday to Madame Charity Ej Kwapon of St. Joseph Seminary, SHS Asante Mapo. This one from Nana Adai-Brobe. Happy birthday to you, Madame Charity. And then a glorious birthday to Madam Comfort in Tiamwa, Obama Bruni of Kumase Buoho. Happy birthday to you. And then a blessed birthday to Diana Asarabia of Utek FM. Happy birthday to you, Diana. And then a happy birthday to Linda Amwa of KGTR Dubai. Happy birthday to you, Linda. Happy birthday once again. And then a happy birthday to Dr. Kwesi Nyame Befi, Director of Institute of Economic Research and Public Policy. Happy birthday to you, Chief. Happy birthday once again, Dr. Kwesi Nyame Befi, Director of Institute of Economic Research and Public Policy, IERPP. Happy birthday to you, sir. Have a wonderful one. And then a vote of thanks to Anita Dapa, aspiring woman organizer for SUTF North constituency. Anita Dapa, Yebeto Abanama pa, Yebeto Abanama yepa, woman organizer, SUTF North constituency. Ora, anasa mami Anita Dapa, Saturday me GD say enya krano, ebetimi abawe fi Derek Befio, and I say me fama. But I say 46 minutes past the of 9 meeting here, man Sanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah Kessben TV. I say a coswa enemo at 9, then 92.9 FM, and no ye no mo etena awa memra na awa I mean one minority mo na mo press conference so let's start from the 3 minutes on that one. The 350 million that honorable PJ edi hu enkomo no to let the attorney general to be sacked. I mean we sure so what?
Yes. So ni nyina ne say atorenchem esi you know president e can say finance minister enko yi sika bi from the contingency account na onfa emwa se na be ya ye beto aduane ene normal ediama omo kan ye no na yasan edibi akoye de Silton atititi gata num asesa debris ni na keka ho nti ochena che exercise no ombe hia sika omode ebeye so oye se omunko yi se sika no bi emfamra so finance minister ekoy ampa ekoye se anka ko yi sika no na baby a finance minister e kan se wo yi sika nditi na ye atwan hu baby a odi sika no ebe free aba so ono ni statement e de ba se okoyi sika na free contingency account no. Now, we contingency.
He took it from the very place our
yes,
president.
Yes, so I can say okay, a free contingency account. And I say contingency account, and so you free wa enye. Esan say on the 1st of July, ebusua bi ekọ e de aban ekọ court. Ema high court ashe say oman no entua omo sika ema omo. Aban oman no entua sika no. Into the injunction akoto sa contingency account into we sika free hwa enye se enye honso na wo yi free hwa se bia mfumso e na wo ye na o kan se wo ko yi free hwa se o ko yi free account bia mu a e wo se odeba parliament na parliament finance committee enye parliament ni nyina esan say bia wo hwa before say parliament because e yade a e putupuru before say bia parliament nyina be kan buma ba no na e bia na the problem aba in the finance committee of parliament also o approve ma no na wo ko yi free baby ansana otimi a spend because enka ade a e be spend this year the e be spend this year there first year of January ye ma no sa akonya ne say on spend it but when the enka ho ye say putupuru bibi na aba inti sa contingency account ko yi free ho na de ehu ni se yehu memo from eye attorney general o ka kire Bank of Ghana because all ko yi no Bank of Ghana governor e ka kire o mo se tabo order so inti yi sika free ho a enye yi iti yehu se ono so finance minister e call attorney general ho because on was say otunofo se mitimi koyi ana se mitimi nkoyi ena attorney general e ma na memo se koyi ena wakoyi free ho eno tena ye kan say de oye na illegal wonim se nanka de obetimi aya ne se obefre chief justice na yape your friend saying judge amano e one of the courts na court asset aside sa tabo na e daso no wakoyi scan kama oti ase as attorney general no who's a problem edaso no na wako set aside that you know that ruling no na yetime yiska no anase finance minister o ka say menya na ono akofa baby foforo obefa ne se obekwa ko hu your friend saying finance committee in parliament aka tro say sika pese me ko yi free account we edikoye e na wanye eno ntina ma ye ka se de oye no waye bibia itiamra into on resign announce president enyinedi the tosuminu ene say yes sika ne 350 million the aircon ye pese ye hu the breakdown of sika no baby a airco ye mpese ebete se ye disika akochecheche nkrofo the epene se essentials na ehia no e wo say ye again enyen kran ko na torenchem ni esi nipa omu central region eburu the officially omu kan ye won kran omu buru central region nipa 18 na wuye nansanya be bosumi mienu ni endru bisumi mienu kura be bosumi ne ena nipa bi owu ho ena eye Ashanti region your areas nso a omo so displaced ena eye Volta region Volta kura de ende ehu kura chen bibia ohu videos na essence omo party wo power nti gifativo onka ho sem da but won say odlidi demonstrations akufado ni krom ni na keka ho ene ye hu enti ese
who the direct breakdown no be who said the sultan no kra no ehemfo na ye efa hin na omo ye no because they say no omo yiska no ekwan be na ebetumi spend the region no sign na ebe region ne na keka wo say na be ya accountability purpose ye mpese okay ye better say ye diskana ko cheche NDC 4B e wo areas bi and no can a statement
my god in 4 minutes
wow just a simple question
rhetorical question
no deliberate say a question then after that I will make my point
quick one
the court injunction on the money from the family I want to ask, was it specific on the contingency?
Yes.
Specific on the contingency. That's what I want to know. Okay, so now let me go on. Kojo, you see the fear of the MPP. One, the SSMima omuni na hu na Ghana fu hu say NDC yentis MPP. Two separate character. And I can assure Ghana ni biya said the MPP for a chair COVID-19 funds. Emma omo party for omo executives is on record to say omunya sika ni bi no. Omo feel say yet say one and we are going to share this flood money like the way they share the COVID fund. But I can assure you that I'm coming. I can assure you. I can assure you. I'm coming. Send it on coming. I can assure you and assure Abaya John Dramani Mahamadano. Not doctor to forcing a finance minister. Obi Bia or affected. And for no political colors. Kodo, this relief fund, you will get your share.
Okay.
We won't behave like MPP. And na ye wo atu yentrem enkrofo wu under COVID-19 yes munche scam those affected no you were sharing for your people. That is their fear. But they should allay their fears. They should forget. Ye better mo bi or ya affected dia ninsaka. 2. Kojo the baby say up a breakdown bia no. I have earlier on told you say John Mahama by running a very transparent governance. And transparency is one of the key pillars in good governance. I can assure the minority again, say breakdown umpo amba before the sharing. They can haul whoever they are supposed to haul to Parliament. Parliament have that mandate and that power. Say, even after expenses, you can still come and brief Parliament. I can still assure minority, say, they are jumping the gun. They are jumping the gun on this. NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama. Transparency is our key mandate and our core mandate. We will give them the breakdown. My last point.
Yes.
Kojo, the Obaka Chow say the omuye biya ye illegal biya. Kojo say court editor bo ato obiso. Say money nye ABCD. Granted o. Na say nipa ni go ahead na say obu court directives niswa. Before you and I, it amount to contempt of court. So is it in the mouth of minority? Say before. If they feel what Attorney General did is a contempt of court. The leadership of the minority led by Fonyo Maakye is a lawyer.
No, we have invited we have invited the finance minister and the attorney general. It's part of the statement.
Kojo, they are
but he's giving you further information.
Yes, I don't
it's in the statement.
But the issue is that that is not what I am saying. Inviting them to Parliament
to come and explain because this is what we have.
Wait. Inviting them to Parliament for questioning is different from going to court for court bet you of contempt of court. According to Omono, court ama directives and the tabo act to contingency fund. And Attorney General ebu court order no legally a contempt of court.
Yes.
So the minority bet me I say
first thing
bet me draw me back.
First thing you draw attention. Second you better listen to him because of natural justice. Third and say you say obu for
to bet me draw court attention for the Persons Act amounting to contempt of court. So what catch them say they are yet to invite the authorities
Yes.
and interrogate them.
Yes.
Then the press conference shouldn't have been definitive.
But it was not a definitive conference.
No. Most of the words they should have
used. No, in the statement we mentioned.
Alleged.
We didn't say alleged.
No,
we showed you, sir, your friends said memo. We showed the memo.
You see, if you have the full fact, you speak without using alleged.
We didn't use alleged.
Yes. But I'm saying that they are yet to invite them.
We are not yet to. I'm saying that in the statement, we said one. These are the things they have done.
Yeah.
In fairness and natural justice, they said, let's listen to them because finance minister say okoyi sikani free contingency.
Ahoso ne dey taboato
so. And I say okay. So ochina bi and Felix.
Yes.
In his interviews, I say there be omo nye free contingency but omo ye free there be. And I say baby okoyi free was saying abu mra because mra ne say I was say oba parliament na finance committee. So ni me no. I was say testing in parliament.
You said you are yet to call the officials and listen to them.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
The actually say the ammonia is available to Muninano and factual until the people come before you.
Factual.
Okay.
All right. And I'm what? The American say you knowing that you should have been using words such as alleged. But if you don't use what it means is that you are definitive about the information.
Yes, because we know what